Alright, here's the tour of the kitchen. This first clock here is one that I made myself. It's supposed to be a copy of a black dial clock from about 1760. If I turn it to the side, you can see that the dial is pegged on. Down here I have a lovely little Kondo anniversary clock. It used to belong to my grandmother. And down here I have the very lovely HAC Westminster and Trinity clock. And since this one's easy for me to reset after, I'll just start playing it and I'll keep the tour going. This one here is a Gustav Becker wall clock. Fairly plain compared to some that I've seen, but this was my first antique clock. I got it at a yard sale for only $20. It's a little messy right now because I'm working on a Vienna clock, so I've got all this junk everywhere. Down here is a little Hermely, or however it's pronounced, skeleton clock. It's supposed to be York Minster Abbey. Over here, this is on my kitchen table, I have a black slate clock. This one is also by Samuel Marty. And this one I've had for a while. I needed it for parts, but I'm probably going to be fixing it up. It's a Smith's Time and Strike. Then on top of the table I have this very large shelf with 4 clocks, and up here on the shelf is a Smith's reproduction lantern clock. I cleaned it all up, but I still need to resilver the dial. This one here is a Waterbury Florence model from about 1875 or 1880. This is my favorite clock, and probably the one that I put the most work into because of the condition that it was when I arrived here. It's a Burge and Fuller column clock. It's an 8-day clock. Next to it I have the Boardman and Wells Wooden Works column clock. It still needs a tablet, which I'm going to be painting at some point. And this one here is a Charles Wilbur Ozy clock. It's actually a marriage because the mechanism that's in it is not the one that goes with the case. And I had to find an old dial that looked pretty decent and matched the case, so the dial doesn't go with it either. And the tablet is also from another clock. And since I have it out, I'll show you. This here is the Gustav Becker dual chime Westminster and Whittington clock. It's actually a very hard clock to find, and I'm currently working on it a little bit. That's it for the kitchen.